Welcome to the Gay Pod!
Oh my god, you guys, it's been a minute!
Yeah, it has been.
So sorry, divas. So sorry, weed babies. Little life update. My parents came and visited my brother and I for the first time in Oregon.
Shout out Lynn.
Shout out Lynn and Dave.
Yeah, shout out Lynn and Dave.
Yeah, so it was super fun. We went to the coast, we went to Cannon Beach, and we went to Astoria, and we just, like, did a little tchotchke shopping, and we did, like...
The best type of vacation, though.
It was honestly awesome.
When you're like, fuck, do I have to buy another suitcase?
Exactly. It was like, oh, there's so much that I could buy. Thank God we only stayed, like, a night, so I couldn't, like, get too much.
Yeah.
But, man... Driving up that coast is beautiful.
It really is.
It's stunning.
It's one of my favorite drives of, like, all time.
It's great. My stomach doesn't love it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's swag.
Take a little...
Did a little Dramamine.
Yeah, I was going to say, take a little Xanax.
Couple of those bad boys.
Yeah. Papa
You're good
Xan.
to go. How are you? What's going on with you?
I'm good. I've just been hanging out. I wrote a lot of topics. I've watched a lot of things. I have a lot of opinions on some of the things that I watched. I'm just going to say this off rip just so we can get right into it.
Going off rip.
Hey, whoever at Netflix decided to be like, we're going to have men write the new Fear Street movie. Fuck you. That shit was so bad. I want an hour and 30 minutes of my life back. Hour 50, something like that. I would like it back. Don't ever have a computer write your script again. And if a computer didn't write your script, those writers don't need to be in there.
What was like the worst part of it?
There's a dance battle at prom.
Oh my god.
And it's really cringe. It fucking sucks. Second after that, the deaths were pretty bad and pretty lame.
Are there any lesbians?
No. Zero. No queer representation at all. That's where it really lost me too. That's where, like, really... There's a queer-coded character, but, like, nothing happens.
That's, like, not... Hey, wait, we just did a whole trilogy, and our main characters were lesbians.
I don't know. I wish I could tell you what the thought process was, but what I can tell you is someone in there was on some type of, like, acid trip and was like, this is going to be a great movie, and then we're going to waste your time for the first two halves or for the first half. And then in the last 20 minutes, we're going to make it exciting.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
I loved your Letterboxd review.
Yeah. It's literally 1.5 stars. And I said, never let a man touch this series again.
I think that should be a general rule for a lot of things.
Yeah. Horror movies belong to the gays and to women and the gays. Shout out Mary Shelley for really kicking us off with Frankenstein.
And Jordan Peele.
But yeah, no, shout out to the girls and the gays for making the horror genre a thing. Yeah, it's almost like, and then I'll back off, but it was almost like the one thing that they saw from the first movie. They were like, you guys love watching people's limbs get cut off. And it's like, not really. Like, the violence is cool when it, like, the tension is building up to it, but when you don't really have any tension and you're just killing people, it's not that exciting.
Yeah, when you can't get invested in characters, then...
They also... Spoilers, they killed Ariana Greenblatt in the first, like, 20 minutes, and you don't even see, like, a gnarly prosthetic for her. Like, she literally gets hit from behind with an axe, and then stumbles and falls backward, and then she screams, and the axe comes down, and then it cuts away, and you never see her again or her body.
Cool, so I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, and people are trying to make the argument. Well, they always did that in the 80s. They always killed off, like, the big actor in it. That didn't happen until Scream, when they killed Drew Barrymore in the first 15 minutes of the movie, not in 1988. So. We really rewind. That is not how that ever went down or how it ever happened. I hate to be a film bro about it, but, like, I know this shit, unfortunately.
Yeah. Talk your shit.
And so when you're just not up to par, and in fact you downgrade from 3 other movies, it's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But,
fuck, man.
What about you?
What do I have? What have I been watching? Mac, what have we been more? Oh, Mac and I, producer Mac and I, Mac's in the studio.
Shout out Mac.
Shout out Mac. Watched the first episode of Maid. Have you seen that show?
No.
With Margaret Qualley?
I've seen clips on TikTok of it.
Ooh, it was good. The first
Love.
episode was really good, so we'll have a Maid recap. Yeah, I just really like Margaret Qualley as an actor.
Yeah, she's great. I love her.
She's fucking awesome. I don't know.
She put her hand on Aubrey Plaza's ass? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Why is Miss Plaza always at the scene of something gay?
She has to redeem herself for Chris Pratt and contributing to a horrible straight couple narrative.
You know what? Actually, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
But speaking of scandals,
Scandalous.
The Nathan Fielder, the rehearsal scandal that happened with that chick and the singers.
Oh my god, I don't know. Inform me, please.
This singer was unknowingly a part of a Nathan Fielder project, and then when she found out what she was a part of and the fact that I haven't seen it, I'm just going to start with that, but I only know about the scandal because I kept getting it on my TikTok. It's Nathan Fielder, it's HBO Max, of course I'm going to be getting those things. Yeah. And she's mad that she spent her own money to fly from her home state to California to keep doing this thing, and she's mad at how she was portrayed. And she's mad that it wasn't a real singing competition, even though the premise of the show is a singing competition judged by airplane pilots. And then she was like, I'm trying to fight for artists to have better clarity on their contracts. And I'm like, that's why you have a lawyer or like an agent that reads through that stuff for you. And if no shade, if you're going into this industry by yourself and you can't afford that or you don't want that, that's totally fine. But when stuff like this happens to you, it's the cost you got to pay. And instead of spinning it in a way where she goes, guys, I got God, I'm in this Nathan Fielder project, go check it out. She essentially tries to make him a villain for doing this. Oh, God. And is saying that artists' rights are being trampled upon, or that media companies will do anything to fool it, an innocent artist or whatever.
Nathan Fielder's in the show, right?
Yeah.
She could look him up and you can see exactly what he does. He does this. That's the whole bit of the show. Yeah, you would think that if I was a part of it, my immediate reaction would be positive, not you're a villain. How could you do it? And the other thing is too is do you know how amazing it's not free PR because she flew to and from and spent a bunch of money. Sure. And that's really what she's complaining about, is that she spent a bunch of her own money on this thing that she's not going to make money from. But I'm just I hate to be this person, but that's just the industry, mama. Also, you could use this, as you were saying. Oh, don't make a cameo. I literally commented on one of her TikToks where she was saying and that's the other thing too, where she was saying that artists need better clarification on their contracts and stuff like that. I just was dog, this isn't an issue about media companies being scummy. This is an issue of you not knowing how to navigate this industry. Yeah. If you're just a singer, how much about Hollywood do you know? How much about NDAs and how much do you know about it? Because if you're coming from just a musical artist background, I don't think you know that much. But also just a good life tool. You should always read through something that you're signing. Straight up. Especially when it seems it's a big deal. Yeah. If you're putting $40K up to be flying back and forth, you should probably have done the research and known that you weren't going to get reimbursed. And I commented on one of her TikToks. I was like, so instead of taking this opportunity and spinning it and just kind of taking it as a joke and saying, hey guys, I'm a singer. I got tricked to be on this thing. It's really funny. Go and watch it. And if you like my music, hey, that's really cool. But I'm a part of this Nathan Fielder project. Mm-hmm. Why wasn't that your first response? I understand being frustrated with the fact that it's not what you thought it was, but get over yourself.
if this is what's going to push you, if this is what is going to like be a big red flag for you, unfortunately, stardom and things like that just are not made for you, dog. Like, you might as well just keep singing on TikTok or singing on YouTube or whatever and just keep it small scale, because
you can make a buck on there too.
Yeah, you'd like, I don't know. The whole thing was just so ridiculous to me, because I was like, if you know who Nathan Fielder is, or you saw that you were on this project of his, and this, first of all, this project makes it to HBO Max.
Like, you're gonna get some good PR from that.
You also have a bunch of eyes on you because he's a famous comedian. Anyway, like, it's really just crazy to me how some people just like...
It's just a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
It's truly what it is. It's kind of sad.
Because now, instead of being the good-spirited singer that was on the Nathan Fielder project, now production companies are going to look at you and be like, well, if she got uppity over to X, Y, and Z, then we probably don't want to include her in this, or this is just a bad look. Now she's seen as like... In my eyes, she's going to be seen as just kind of like a spoil sport. I don't know, but that's just my opinion.
No, I agree.
Sorry, diva. I don't remember your name, but sorry, blonde diva.
You fly too close to the sun.
Straight up.
Icarus, baby.
And sometimes Nathan Fielder is the sun.
Yeah. Sometimes you got.
No, and that's okay.
Hey, just have a little giggle. What? Hey, what's wrong with laughing at yourself? Hold on. Also, this is really bugging me.
What is it?
I'll be fucking...
Maddie's doing the worm.
Hey, I could have just moved. No, it's okay. Hey, that was crazy. I don't know. It just didn't feel bright enough, you guys.
I was going to say the same thing, but I'm not, that's not my camera. That's not my business. You know what I'm saying?
ISO was not ISOing.
Can I be so real?
Yeah.
Have a degree in this stuff. ISO? Still don't get it.
The triangle. It's the brightness.
Yeah, but like, I don't understand how
I
to...
just kicked the camera.
That's okay.
You're good.
You're good.
The
It's
producer,
so
our
good.
producer is throwing a fit in the studio behind the scenes right now.
She's throwing her chair.
Literally. The next thing...
Yeah, we'll do that later. Sorry.
The,
What's up?
the next thing I have is marble races on TikTok.
I love marble races.
I get them all the time.
We were watching them baked as hell one time.
So shout out Gel's Marble Run on YouTube. That's the one where the guy like officiates it and
Yes!
everything, and there's marbles in the audience.
Love
Yeah,
him.
great. But like, I love the like people that are making their own like marble race tracks like in their houses and stuff, and that's their only content.
love
It's just
that.
having marbles run down this thing like 10 times and
That's
then having
fucking
content for like a
amazing.
month.
That's amazing.
I know, right?
There's a bar in Portland called The Pharmacy, and you go there, and it's a pharmacy that was turned into a bar, and on these TVs in the back they just have like hamsters running on wheels, and the last 2 times I've been there they've had marble races, and it's
Love.
just like you get fucking locked in.
Drinking with the girls and watching marble races is really what life is about, unfortunately.
That's life is worth a living.
Life is weird. Yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, get into it. There's literally just go on TikTok, type in marble runs, boom. That's it.
It's the easiest serotonin you'll ever get.
I get so mad when mine doesn't win. Like if I know that they're losing, I just scroll away.
Oh yeah.
And I'm always a green girl. If there's a green marble, I'm there.
I love that. I'm inclined to like the spotted ones.
Yeah.
I love those. I love a little texture.
The one guy who has like that whole like wooden desert setup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy. Like, good for him. Like, it just looks so much fun to watch too. Like, I wish I could be there in person.
real.
Hey, if you own a Marble Run channel and you want us to interview you, please. I would love to know everything about it.
No, for real. I want to know how you got into this. I want to know how did you pick the team names.
Yeah.
I want to know everything.
Yeah, straight up. And I want to know, do you guys like have an algorithm that you know will be more popular? Like, do you guys try to push a narrative for a specific color marble? Like,
Do you guys try to market the marbles as like
personas?
Person-
Like athletes?
And if not, hey, we should talk.
No, Gel's Marble Races on YouTube, he does. Like,
I love that.
I know that, like, oh God. God, I want to say I want to try to remember some of the names of the team. Cat's Eye, I think, was the name of the team.
Wow.
Like, that makes, and then all of the like the team name will be Cat's Eye, and then all of the marbles will have an individual name, and they have specific heats that they're good at. Like, it's so crazy. It's so dumb. It's not dumb.
Awesome.
It's so cool. But yeah, Gels marble races, marble races. We're for sure autistic. We're literally saying,
What, you can't just enjoy a marble race?
You're so right. No, we can't. I just kind of realized we sat here screaming about marbles for like maybe 10 minutes. And that's just one of the joys, because my parents would watch that and be like, what the fuck is this? And I'd be like, but you don't get it. I have so many, though. One just says guy carrying dog. I came home one day from work, and this guy was in the same coming in our apartment building at the same time as me, and he picked up his dog while holding like Chinese takeout and carried both of them up the stairs, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. I almost
what
cried.
Kind of dog?
Big one.
Love.
Like not a little dog,
Yeah.
like 2 arms, and then the Chinese food is in like this hand, just kind of dangling. It was so cute.
Aww.
It almost made me cry. Things don't make me cry too easily, but that was definitely like a, oh my god, too old to go up the stairs. Yeah, it was great.
People being good to their dogs is always gonna make my heart warm.
It's important. It is. I hate when I see people be mean to their dogs in public. It pisses me off. It makes me want to say something.
Literally, there was one time, I don't know if you remember this, we were sitting eating lunch, and some guy just like was walking his dog, and the dog was sniffing, and he like yanked his
Yeah,
mane,
I do.
and he literally grabbed my arm and said, I want to fucking like kill him or something
I did.
like that.
I did, because like, this is gonna sound really fucked up, but like, if you're comfortable enough doing that shit in public, like, that's gross. And I would personally rather, if you treat your animal like that, I don't want to know about it, because then I'm going to feel like if I don't say something about it, then I'm in the wrong. And that pet doesn't deserve that. And now you're keying me into the fact that this pet gets abused like that all the time.
Yeah.
And that's not cool.
No, you're so right.
But shout out to the guy who loves his dog so much, he carries him up the stairs.
With Chinese food.
Yeah, literally.
We went to this little brewery in Astoria, and we were sitting outside, and there were 2 German Shepherd puppies. Oh my god. They were so stinking cute, and they got little burgers. I said, ah!
My favorite part about German Shepherd puppies, all of their characteristics are so big in such a little body. Big ears, big paws, big tail,
Yeah.
a lot of fur. You're just like, when they grow into it, you're like, oh, now you look like a dog. But before that, they kind of look like biscuit dough or like croissant dough, just as a dog.
They look like those little like worms with googly eyes on it.
Worm on a string?
Yeah.
That shit confused the hell out of me as a kid. I had no idea how it worked. And then when I found out later how it worked, I'm like, wow, so I'm just stupid? Great. So I'm just dumb, actually? Like, thanks, guys. And thanks for no one informing me on how worm on a string works.
No, same. Okay, I saw a video of... God, wait, what are they called?
Lesbians.
No. Human cheese roll? Where you, like, throw yourself down a hill, like, in a circle?
Oh, I would die on accident, I think.
I want to do it.
Final Destination cheese roll.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly.
Like, watching the footage of that is so funny. But then you find out they make, like, a lot of money if they grab that cheese. Like,
Dude,
that's crazy.
The way that they just fucking toss themselves down, I'm like, hell yeah.
I think that's the best way to do it.
No,
you just
like,
ragdoll.
You have to.
Yeah.
Like, if you do it slow, you're losing.
Yeah.
2, like, it's gonna hurt a lot more.
Yes.
If you just throw yourself down, like, you're gonna get a lot of big bumps, but, like, you're gonna win, so
yeah,
it doesn't fucking
you can
matter.
use half of the money you win to go to the hospital. But this takes place in a different country, so they probably have better health insurance than us. But because I think it's in the UK or Ireland or somewhere over there. But all I know is that it's so funny because you watch the faces of the people who just ragdoll, and you can tell they're locked the fuck in.
For real.
Like, they know how they want to fall. Like, I wonder if some people train. Like, my first thought, if I was preparing for that, I would train with the stunt person.
That's smart. That'd be really smart.
Just be like, hey, teach me how to fall with the least amount of, like, I want to do this thing. Teach me how to fall effectively.
That's actually fucking brilliant, and I wouldn't have thought of that.
I wonder how that started. It feels like some real Pawnee shit.
It feels like some real, like, white people shit. Like,
yeah.
They got drunk and they said, we're going to go to this top of this hill.
And we're going
to fucking roll down it.
Yeah. And then they were like, what if we chase cheese? Cheese is a good drunk snack, though. So
it's so good.
Well, because it's oily and it's fatty.
What's your go-to cheese?
Colby Jack.
Yes! You're so right.
Colby Jack cheese is the best.
Love Colby Jack.
But honestly, if I'm making a grilled cheese, I don't want Colby Jack or any fancy shit.
Don't say it.
Give me a Kraft single. That's how you have a grilled cheese.
I don't think they can classify that as cheese.
Oh. But legally they do.
I think if you look it up, it's under a cheese, like, product.
Yeah.
They can't call it cheese.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
How do you feel about Cheese Whiz?
On a Philly? Hell yeah. I don't think I could do it on anything else.
Like a cracker?
I don't think I've ever had it on a cracker.
Oh, that's how I've had it in most situations.
Maybe we need to try Cheese Whiz on the pod.
No, I would be so down. I haven't tried it in forever. And honestly, if we're talking about, like, when you have Velveeta shells and cheese, like, that to me is more of a cheese product.
Yes.
A Kraft single, on the other hand, hasn't hurt anybody and probably will never hurt anybody.
No, you're so right. It's delicious. I just needed to make it known that they legally can't call it cheese.
But but it's the best grilled cheese, though.
Because it's, yeah.
Oh, dip that bitch in some tomato soup. Yeah. It's so over. Like, it's so... every time I make a grilled cheese. And, like, honestly, I prefer, like, shredded cheese for, like, eggs and stuff.
Same.
But, like, I'll throw a Kraft single on some scrambled eggs, let it melt together.
Do what you gotta do.
That's just how it is. That is, and then they mostly use Kraft singles on breakfast sandwiches most of the time, like the cheap American cheese.
You're right.
Because it just works.
But we're spoiled here in Portland.
It's true. We do have, Tillamook, which is, you went to the creamery, right?
Yes.
Does it smell?
I was in God's country. I was in God's country at Tillamook.
Did it smell bad or was it fine?
No.
I don't know why I think it smells like milk. Just as soon as you enter the vicinity, you're like, oh.
It was like super clean. There were a lot of people, but it was like super clean. Well, you also like you're not walking into the factory. You just like, they get like a little museum and get like
cute
windows that you can see inside the factory, so you don't actually smell it.
Did you get how many how many things did you get to eat while you were there?
They gave 3 free cheese samples. We got not pepper jack. It was white cheddar with peppercorn, mozzarella, and a sharp cheddar.
Which was the best? Rank 'em.
The one with pepper was really good. Mozzarella, sharp cheddar. Yeah. I'm just not much of a sharp cheddar, like, straight up person. Yeah,
I think sharp cheddar is used in... Have you seen people that put fucking cheddar cheese on apple pie? Have you heard of that?
I think you should all go to hell. I think you should go to hell.
I think it's a Midwest thing.
No! Wait, okay, here's the thing. I'm scared that I would like it and try it and like it.
Well,
like it.
Here's the tea. When I go to work in the morning and I take an apple and a Colby Jack cheese stick with me to work.
It works.
It does. I'll put a whole apple slice in my mouth and then I'm like halfway chewing through the apple, take a piece of cheese, throrow it in there. It's so good.
You're like motherfucking Remy from Ratatouille.
I think about it every time I do that. I'm half tempted to... And then I look so stupid on camera doing that. Cut that. Hey, cut that out. Edit that out. Edit that out. But like that scene always plays in my head and like... Without Ratatouille, I would never understand like why charcuterie boards have fruits and cheeses. It's because they both go well together. But a sliced Kraft single on fucking apple pie, go to hell. That's crazy. It kind of reminds me of like, hopefully he doesn't hear me talking shit, but like people from the South, like Midwest, but more West. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Like regionally, like not up here, but down over here.
Like... Are you talking about, like...
Kansas Missouri, yeah.
Yeah.
somewhat people in Kansas have a thing for fucking chili and cinnamon rolls or cinnamon buns. Like it's a like for dinner you have chili and then for dessert you have cinnamon rolls.
Like on top of each other?
Well, no,
Or
it's
just, like, back to
it's
back?
kind of like the idea of like the cheese and the fruit. Like it's like you'll eat the chili first and then like you're like, wow, this meal was so salty. But some freaks have them on like the same plate arrangement, like chili bowl, and then on a smaller plate on the side cinnamon roll.
Okay.
I wish I liked chili more. Maybe then I would be able
Yeah.
to get. But there's that clip of Brittany Broski and Caleb Harris where she's calling him out on how nasty it is, and he calls her out on the shitty quality of it. But yeah, Bash and his friends invited us over, and that was the dinner that we had, because it's like some type of holiday. There's some type of holiday in Kansas where people have that as a meal, and I just can't remember what it is.
Hell yeah.
But
Ooh.
chili with beans or chili without beans?
Without beans.
Same.
If I have to. I cannot do beans.
Kidney beans are the fucking worst. We just need to like. I just don't. The texture of beans is disgusting. How did you put mashed potato inside skin?
Let me say this. I'm a child. I don't like beans.
Yeah, I'm way chill. I'm like way okay.
I'm so okay with being a child on
Yeah,
this one. Like,
me fucking too.
not my favorite. Except the refried beans from, God, what's it called in Henderson, in Vegas? It's this one restaurant, and I'm blanking on it. And I've mentioned it before, and it's really pissing me off.
Roberto's?
No, not
yeah,
Roberto's.
that's because like where you
What
said
is
is not
it?
super specific.
It's like, wait, sorry, gotta look it up.
You said refried beans, and it reminded me of that Doja Cat
They were so
Taco Bell. That's refried beans.
refried.
That rap was so funny. I listen to it sometimes. I still listen to the Sam Rice diss track all the fucking time. You're so stinky, pork and beans.
Oh.
I hate that Weezer song. I don't really think I like it that much.
I like Weezer.
I
Maybe not
eat
that
my
song.
candy with my pork and beans.
Juan's Flaming Fajitas. Shout out. I love you, Juan's Flaming Fajitas.
What?
They're so good.
That sounds exact. Like Juan's Flaming Fajitas is only a couple words away from thanks for everything. To Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Like this, like 2 words off. That's so funny. Shout out to Wong Fu.
Yes.
That was one movie I watched, I think, since the last time we did this. Really loved it. Like, loved it.
We were talking about that you watched it in film school, right?
You said that on the day that it was playing, you just didn't want to go to class, so you
didn't wanna
didn't.
go to class.
I've always known it was a queer movie, but I had never sat down and watched it until Bash stared daggers through my chest and was like, "How have you never seen this movie?" And I'm just like, it's probably a movie my dad loves, but like, if it's between The Birdcage and Tu Wong Fu, my dad's putting on The Birdcage.
Yeah.
No contest, like none at all. But no, Tu Wong Fu was really fucking cute.
Hell yeah.
Little Latin boy in drag. Why are you crying? So good. Oh my God, what's his name? He's in the menu. Not Stanley Tucci. What the fuck, man? He's in the menu.
He's in Conflict.
John Leguizamo. That's what I'm talking about. John Leguizamo in Tu Wong Fu plays like the younger like drag queen that doesn't have experience, but he plays like a Latina girl from the Bronx. He slipped into that role so comfortably, it's fucking insane. Like, apparently they all were assigned a drag queen, and they followed them around for like a month or something like that to like
That's
inform
really
their
cool.
characters. Yeah, it's so good.
Wait, that's really cool.
Wesley Snipes as like an old school New York drag queen, and Patrick Swayze as like an older like Golden Girls woman type is just fucking
obsessed.
hilarious. Yeah.
Okay, so I need to tap in.
Rizzo from Grease, the actress, is in this
way.
movie. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do have to tap in.
It's really good. Queer history love.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit. Oh no. Should you go or should I go?
Go ahead.
Final Destination Bloodlines.
I knew you were going to bring this up.
I had to. I saw it, folks. I saw it under the influence and had the biggest panic attack I've ever had. Second to Long Legs, that was pretty bad. But this one, like, fully caused my hands and feet to tingle. I had to take a step outside, take a breath, splash some water in my face. All within the first, like, 20 minutes, just because they do such a good job of showing you how everything can go wrong and building your anxiety. And then just the way they edit it together and cut it together is really cool because instead of like weird ominous little signs, they do a really good job of overwhelming you to be as reactive as the main character Iris as she's like noticing all of this shit. And so then when the cork to like the champagne bottle pops and everything starts going wrong, it's almost like a relief. Like the disaster actually happening is better than the build up to it.
Ooh.
Because the build up to it is fucking horrifying. Great movie though.
Hell yeah.
I fucking loved it. Because everyone's related, you automatically care about everyone because you're like, this is a family. Like that's kind of fucked up that this is happening to them.
Do you want to spill your favorite death? And I'll close my ears so it doesn't.
No. If you want, I think if you want it, I know you don't.
I do kind of want to know.
Yeah. Damn, which one's my favorite? Damn. Fuck. Actually, that's really hard. I mean, there's one that's jumping to my mind. Some of the characters end up in a hospital. There's an MRI machine that for some reason has an experimental feature on it, and they're both in this room, and things start getting magnetic. There's a wheelchair involved. Someone standing in front of the MRI machine when the wheelchair like gets magnetized to it, creates a whole little sequence where there's a lot of cool winks and nods in this movie to all the other movies. So like this character has a tattoo of a skull on their stomach. And so when they are being pressed up against the MRI machine hole with this fucking wheelchair just being pulled through their body essentially because of experimental mode on the fucking MRI machine. The poles for the wheelchair poke through his stomach, but in a way that replicates the... Oh, shit. In a way that replicates this. So it's actually kind of cool.
Wait, that's sick as hell.
Yeah. It's brutal. There's a funny gag where like one of the characters has a dick piercing. So when things start going, like you see his pants like rise up and you're like, fuck, like that looks like it hurts. Yeah. It's a 2-for-1. So like both of these two characters in this room just get fucked over.
Nice.
But when you fuck with death, things get messy. And Tony Todd, that was my other favorite thing. Tony Todd was visible. He plays the mortician in the first one who kind of tells the characters, like, I'll see you real soon. Like that kind of guy. Yeah. He's in this one, but he's a lot older. He actually filmed this movie while he was sick. He had cancer and he was near the end, like when he filmed this movie. And so since it's one of his really iconic roles, the filmmakers did a really cool thing and just kind of told him like his character was explaining to them like how he was connected and all this stuff. And then he was like, he turns to them and just kind of like gives them this monologue that when I watched it kind of felt like it wasn't to the characters, but it felt like it was to me as like a fan of the series. Yeah. And when I found out the directors just told him to like talk to your fans, like talk to the audience, like this is going to be your last like on-screen moment. Yeah. Say what you want to say. And it was very heartfelt and very heartwarming, and it almost made me cry. It was really, really, really good.
I love when they can incorporate like improv and just letting actors do their own thing. Especially
if you know it's going to be your last like on-screen appearance for anything ever. It was just a really cool way to be honored. Yeah. I would say the opening disaster, Final Destination 3, Bloodlines, the rest. Like, up there, really cool. Yeah, go watch Final Destination Bloodlines. It's really good.
Do you want to rank
Yeah.
All of them?
Final Destination 3, Final Destination Bloodlines, Final Destination 1, Final Destination 2, or actually, hold on, pause. Final Destination 3, Final Destination Bloodlines, Final Destination 1, Final Destination 2, Final Destination 5, and then all the way in the pits of hell is the Final Destination number 4. It's the fucking worst one. Like, everyone, you know that audio where it's like, da 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 da? It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Everyone agrees that Final Destination 4 is the worst fucking one. It doesn't try to relate itself in any other way to the other ones. The acting is terrible. The deaths are mid as hell. There's an N-word thrown in like the beginning of the movie, which was never the tone of this series ever. Like, we've had shitty people in these movies, but they've never been racist.
Yeah.
It came out in the early 2000s, so they tried the real D 3D gimmick too much. It just didn't look good. It wasn't good.
That's tough.
Boo.
Boo.
I
Hell yeah. Love that for you.
was gonna say, how hard do you want me to go on the things that I got? Because
I think we should talk about hacks.
ooh,
Hacks update.
we hung out yesterday and managed to not talk about it.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Well, we did for a little
Yeah,
bit.
we did.
Very briefly. This might have been one of the best episodes of the series.
Yeah. The gasp I let out when she started going on that monologue. Bash has not watched Hacks, but he was sitting next to me, and it was a fucking experience. Like, because then I knew he was kind of hooked when he was like, wait, why is this happening? Yeah. And I was like, I was too locked in. I was like, I really can't.
Yeah,
like, I love you, but I really can't do this right now. Yeah, you go first.
I don't know. That I feel like it's just such that is the character changing moment. Boom. We have turned a stone here. Like this, we can I feel like there are so many options because of the actions that Deborah chose to support Ava. It's just like it completely changes her character. Like, she's never done that for anybody. She's never done that for anything. She's always been trying to further her career and further her success for her own benefit, and as she should. But she's hurt a lot of people in the past, and this is like the first time where she's actually genuinely caring about somebody that she loves. She dropped that L word.
Yeah.
Woo!
She didn't even say that during DJ's AA thing.
No.
If I'm DJ, the next plot line is me trying to kill Ava.
No, literally. The godmother of her child?
That was...
I think she would go for her mother instead.
Shout out to DJ for having one of the most devastating lines in the season, which is, you understand her better than I ever could. Hey. What the fuck, man?
Hey, DJ. I just...
Banger.
Oh my
She's so right, though. I don't... Like, DJ, to me... The best kid, like the like best well-off character. I love that she keeps showing up, but like she does nothing wrong in my eyes, unfortunately.
No, DJ can do nothing wrong. The jewelry.
I would
buy some sterling silver earrings from her. Yes, let's go, DJ.
And that's how you know also they were close when she goes, "Can you go steal some holy water?" And it was like, "For sure, dude. Like, I got you." Her and Marcus smoking a joint outside the church. Iconic.
The christening, I've talked about that title name for like I've brought it up like 3 separate times now.
I loved the title for Witch of the Week. I thought it was a really good episode. I really liked it.
Yes.
I do not know who the mayor of Las Vegas is, but now the fact that this character makes me go, yeah, that's probably who they are and what they look like and how they sound, like, easily was so good.
100% agree.
God. What's her face? Kayla reading the fuck out of okay, shush, earrings. It made me, I scream laughed so hard. I cackled.
Kayla is, and I'll say it again, the best character on this show.
I do like what's her face though. Their receptionist.
Robbie.
Or
is that her name in the show?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Brandy? Randy.
Yeah, love that diva.
So good.
One of my favorites.
Love it.
Also, kind of, they are a really good in between of both Kayla and of Jimmy.
100%.
Because they're down to clown and do whatever the fuck you need them to do, but also they do most of the time have a really logical response to a lot of the things.
No, literally. I love it.
Yeah.
And good fucking one-liners.
Straight up, every time I see them on screen, I'm like, oh, they're going to be my favorite.
No, literally.
I'm glad Jimmy got his flowers.
Me too. Mans needed a break.
Straight up.
He needed to drive that golf cart through fucking Southern California.
I know, the lot that fucking network has seen. What network are they on again?
Is it Warner Brothers? Because
I thought it was like CBS or something like that. Well, all I know is that studio lot has seen some fucking shit at this point.
100%.
No Marcus this episode.
No Marcus.
No assistant. Oh, because he's on vacation. He said, I'm going back to Utah or Colorado. No, Utah. Because he's Mormon or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, I need a break. I'm going back to Utah for a little bit to figure myself out. Gay guy vacation. I was like, love you, Diva.
Love that. I forgot about that.
Yeah. No, just a really good episode. I can't wait to see how they finish out this season.
I hope it's gay.
Hopefully with a kiss. Started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss.
I really hope that fucking Hannah Einbinder was like pulling our.
Me too.
Pulling our
ass.
Yeah,
is that
pulling
what
our ass.
Pulling our ass.
Yeah,
right
I
off.
hope you were pulling our ass.
The fucking.
I don't know.
You're gonna have to boof it. That whole scene had me crashing
Dance
out.
Mom's plotline. I was like, where is this going?
That poor lady.
Oh my god, this is insane.
Yeah.
I still don't know where they're going with that.
Neither do I. She's gonna die next
He
season.
almost boofed it for you. He almost boofed her for you.
Yeah, that made me. That whole scene was so chaotic and so funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love it. Love hacks.
That one diva, the old head of the network or whatever, or of the late night. Yeah, Winnie, when she found Ava and was like, hey, tell her I said, fuck you. I said, honestly, real, but also low-key, you were kind of being a bitch about the whole, like, spin-off thing.
Bitch.
So.
She's being a fucking bitch.
I hope that one guy rots in hell, though.
It's fucking Tony from Scandal. I don't know. I can't remember his name.
I don't know his character's name, but I don't like him.
I don't like that man.
Yeah, we gotta get him the fuck out of here, gang.
Yeah. Who knows?
What if they turn it into, like, they accidentally kill him? That's next season.
Hacks turns into literal hacks.
No,
Hey, get us in the writers'
yeah,
room.
straight up. Speaking of lesbians, I have in my notes something that you're gonna the room it might kill the room here in a good way. Am I crazy? Because whenever I see the lesbian pride flag, I think about Dunkin' Donuts. And the rainbow sherbet ice cream from Baskin Robbins.
Get the combination Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin
Yeah,
Robbins.
what a lesbian place.
They're really supporting our rights. Hey, I appreciate you, Dunk.
The color combo. Oh, and like the through line keeps going. Corey King.
Shake that ice.
Shake that ice. And being lesbians with Lydia.
Love my lesbians.
We are 4 episodes into All Stars, by the way. Sorry, Diva.
Guys, hey, weed babies. I haven't watched any of All Stars.
No, but it's more fucked up of Bash and I, because Maddie was like, are we going to do All Stars? And Bash and I were like, I don't think we're going to watch this season. And then we started and we were like, wait, this is actually really good. Hey, guys, wait.
Hey, wait.
Mistress Isabel Brooks is on my screen again, and I fucking love her. She's my favorite person right now. Like, love.
Okay, so how is this brackets working? Like, I don't understand it.
Kind of the tea. Okay. So how it works is, if you win the challenge, you get 2 points. If you win the lip sync, you get another point. Or no, if you win the lip sync, you get 3 points. If you're the person who's also in the lip sync gets 2 points, I think. And then at the start of the next episode, the queens who weren't in the top 2 all get a point to give someone.
Oh, so you can play like favoritism.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
I kind of like how this system is cracking down so far. I was kind of skeptical of it because the RuPaul's Drag Race producers and writers don't seem like game makers or like things with complicated rules. So the fact that this was like, I don't know who they hired to like come up with this system, but it's really entertaining, especially because you get to start the episode with them being like, here's who I'm giving my point to.
Oh, love that.
Yeah. And then
Hunger Games their ass. Make them choose sides.
Straight up. Excuse me. But all of the season so far has been really entertaining and really good. All the looks are crazy. RuPaul's funny. The last challenge of the first bracket of queens was them remaking college basketball girls into their drag daughters.
Love.
So good.
Wait, now I really need to tap it.
Yeah. We got a lip sync to Fart.
You think you're
The shit, bitch. You're not even the fart. Yeah, that lip sync goes fucking crazy. Aja killed it. It was so good. But Aja's from the Bronx, I think, kind of like Ice Spice. So,
Same energy.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta
Big
tap.
Brooklyn energy.
Straight up, you gotta tap in. Lydia's in it.
I
So
love Lydia. I also love Bosco.
Bosco is hot this season. Hey, red alert! Bosco is hot this season. Like, I mean, hot. Like every time she was on her screen, Bash and I were like, "Whoa, that's a fucking woman. She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's a lady." Oh,
Period.
I have in quotes, "Don't let me stop you, King," and I'm pretty sure Bash said that to me when I did something. Like I was like, I don't remember what it was. Now I'm kind of pissed off. But like, I said, fuck. Oh, here's what it was. One night I was really hungry and I told him, I was like, I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to, no, sorry, wait, here's what it was. We were downstairs both in the kitchen together.
Okay.
And I was making waffles, and the way that I was doing it, because I may or may not have been inebriated, allegedly, Bunny allegedly breaks into farm and gets drunk off of the fermented grapes.
Wait, I saw that!
No,
like, yeah, dog, look at him.
Allegedly. But no, I was cooking some waffles in our toaster, and I do this thing with waffles where I'll like make 2 and then put syrup on one of them and then just put another waffle on top. And it's like a sandwich. I'm eating 2 waffles at once without fucking dirtying a fork. I just use my hands and eat it like a sandwich. Is that crazy?
I don't think it's crazy. I think it's innovative, but I think it's also some real man shit.
It really is. It's some like college boy shit. Now that I say that out loud, I feel like, should I cut this?
No, I love it. You're
But
just being handy.
Yeah, and then I made 3 of them in total. So I had 6 waffles. And Bash kind of looked at me and was like, "Are you going to eat all 6 of those waffles?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" And he goes, "Don't let me get in your way, King." I was like, "Thanks, King. Thanks for respecting my boundaries and wanting to see what's best for me." It's just funny that I wrote that down without the context at all.
I love that. I was thinking about today about moments that just like, you know, when you like just panic over something in the moment and you're like, I'm literally gonna die because this situation is so fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And then like looking back at it, you're like, that was not that serious.
My college experience.
No, literally. So I was thinking about this moment where I was a freshman in high school and I was in marching band. Shout out. And this is the funniest fucking story. So I was, obviously, everybody knows, I was obsessed with Ross Lynch and R5.
Yeah.
And I had tickets for this concert for like 7 months in advance. Like, I had VIP, I was meeting them, I had like seated tickets, like we were ready to go, booked and Done. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Damn, so you spent like $50.
No, literally.
Love you, Ross Lynch. Love you, R5.
I think it was like 75.
Oh,
get your bag, Kings.
Yeah, get your bag.
I paid your bills forever. But so for marching band, it's like when you do parades, it's like, okay, you can kind of miss a couple people. You can just redo the lines. But when you miss a show, it's kind of like a piece of the puzzle is missing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was a fucking freshman. I had no idea how serious goddamn marching band was. Oh, no, these motherfuckers are serious.
Yeah, it's kind of cringe, but
I
anyway.
remember writing out this email to my band director and being like, hey, so I'm going to be missing this one show. It happens to be on a Friday night. It's game night, but I've had these tickets forever. This motherfucker emailed my mother back and said, is there any way that you can sell the tickets?
What the fuck?
Is there any way that Maddie can be there? And I was like, are you kidding me, bro?
That's
Are you
if I was your
serious?
mom, I would fire back and say, do you want to give me the money that I spent?
Oh, I think she like went off.
Yeah, as Lynn
I
fucking
think she
should.
went off.
I see you, Lynn. I can hear you all the way from over here. Yeah, fuck that guy.
No,
like,
he was horrible.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, not to make it about me all of a sudden now, but like that's how I felt about like theater in high school.
No, tell me, speak on
Like,
it.
well, like I get that it's serious, and I get that all of us are supposed to be devoted and whatever, but I would get looked at weirdly when I'm like, I don't want to spend 8 hours here, and people are like, why not? I'm like, hey, so I get that it's like a high school production, but like, unless fucking Fox or whoever is coming down to like record this, it's just gonna be our parents.
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool to feel like we accomplished something, but like, raise of hands, how many of us in here are gonna be doing theater after high school? Okay, cool. So like none of you? Awesome. So then why are we all having meltdowns and freaking the fuck out?
Yeah.
Our job as the students is to have fun and treat this as like a fun experience, not have a fucking meltdown because like Kayla can't get her two-step right.
No, literally.
It's okay. It's okay, dog. Like
we're gonna be good.
I don't know. I also was like, high school isn't that serious. Like
No, same.
what matters
Same.
is that you graduate and get like okay grades so you can get into community college or college or wherever.
No, literally. See,
But
get degrees.
Straight up. But like I never saw the merit in taking things like that seriously, because once you take them so seriously and people say stuff like that to you, it really wakes you up to be like, maybe your attachment to this is a little weird.
Yeah. No, really. Like, I get it, bro, but I mean, I was in the front row, so it was kind of important.
No,
but
like, yeah. I was going to guess that you were probably one of the better people if he was asking you to sell your fucking tickets.
I actually really wasn't.
But like, as a full grown man, why are you telling a
literally.
14, 15-year-old girl to sell her concert
No,
tickets?
literally.
For what
That was some
reason?
fucking diva behavior.
Yeah, and guaranteed, even if you would have gone there and you didn't have the concert that night, what game was it?
No, exactly. I don't remember any of that shit except when I tripped and fucking fell flat on my face. We'll save
Where's
that
the
for
footage?
another
Where's the
time.
footage? Where someone has the footage? I need that right now. I need it. Hey, Lynn, I know you're watching
probably
this.
Could look it up online.
Really?
Maybe I'll look it up after.
I
Maybe
love
not.
that. Thank you for sharing that story. That's
Yeah.
actually really fucking funny. I hate
Do you have any experiences like where you're like, oh, it wasn't that serious?
all of my college experience, I would say, like especially my senior year of college, I just really wanted to do a good job and flex my muscle because I was really confident in what I was doing. But I totally Leslie noped, and like when one thing went wrong, I just fell apart. And that's the only thing that I hate, is that it looked bad on me because I was like over the age of 20 and acting like that. So I wish I could go back and take that back because I feel a little bit dumb about it and like it wasn't that serious. And normally I'm never really like that. So I think that was just a sign of like where I was in my life.
You bounce back though. That's what
Yeah.
you do. You come back stronger.
Yeah, and
That's
now
what you did.
And now I know. Yeah, now that I know that if I'm ever in that situation again, like how to handle myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that. I would say, yeah, most of my like other collegiate career choices. I was lucky that that I had someone like Miguel, shout out Miguel, or people like my parents, like especially when it came to like working jobs in high school for like a paycheck, I would always take it really seriously because like that stuff kind of matters, you know, like if you're supposed to be there for a shift or whatever, like I'd be scared to ask for work off, and my parents are like, you're 16 years old, you have this part-time gig. Why are you shaking because you have to email your boss for a day off or text your boss for a day off? Why is that so hard? And it's like, well, because I understand that, like, yes, it's a part-time gig, but, like, I'm still a part of a team that, like, would like me there to operate better.
Yeah. You don't want to let people down.
Yeah.
Oh, I fear we're, like, the same person.
People-pleasing? Yeah. Chris Traeger.
Cut the cam.
Yeah, cut the cameras, dead ass.
Antonio Leja.
Yeah, Antonio Leja. No, but I don't really, I'm trying to think of another time. I mean, other than right now where sometimes I catch myself cracking like that, but then I'm always like, I can pay my bills, I can buy groceries. Exactly. We're fucking chilling, dog. Straight up.
We're good.
Yeah. That's it. Those are all the only things I think I freak out about. Real. Like, there wasn't too much else. I never got involved in relationships because I knew high school relationships.
Yeah.
Past graduation, baby. Good luck. I think I know some couples that are still together from high school, but like sometimes when those people get together, though, you kind of know that they might be together for a long time.
Yeah. Should have took your advice.
Face crack. Fuck that bitch. I don't know who you are. I don't know who that shot was for, but I hope it hurt, bitch. Bah.
Speaking of it, Leave Me Alone by Renee Rapp.
Yeah.
Leave me alone, bitch. I wanna have fun. I love her.
That music video was so good.
Oh my god, she's so good. It's giving Y2K. It's giving
hot.
Early 2000s. Like, she is that bitch. I love Renee Rapp.
I love when people are able to do violence and they make me go, wait, I want to do violence.
No, literally. Wait, I'm like, yes, I can be that lesbian. Yeah, I can be like
I can
her.
be bloody and hot and beating the shit out of other beautiful people.
Exactly.
No, Renee Rapp just gets it. And shout out for her going on Amy Poehler on Good Hang.
I saw her live and she was like unreal. She like
ate it the fuck up.
She's got, I hate to say it, she's got a dump truck.
Yeah, of course she does.
Real,
hello?
like, holy shit.
Do you not remember?
She was shaking ass and singing and hitting those high notes, and I respect that.
Do you not remember that video of Megan Thee Stallion behind the scenes on Not My Fault, where she goes, you got an ass back there! And she goes, whoa! One of my favorite videos of all time. If I scroll back far enough in our Twitter conversations, I'll probably be able to find it.
I love that. Shit. Pause. What's the vibe?
Just an extra long one, probably. I don't know if we have enough. I don't know if I have enough for two because I'm about to finish off what I got.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? We're talking about maybe splitting this into two parts, but I don't think we're gonna do that.
I don't know, homies.
Extra long episode because we missed last week. How about that?
Yeah, we'll go an extra 20. You're welcome.
90s interior design TikToks. Have you been getting those?
No, tell me more.
There's this show from the 90s that's like a cheap house renovation show.
Okay.
But the fucking kooky ass shit they have these people do to their homes, like painting a rug on the floor.
Oh, no.
It is crazy. You just see the like eclectic style of the 90s and it's just all fucking ugly. It's just ugly. Yeah, like they were like we like, because this is a man's house, we made these dinner trays, and it's like sports clippings from like the newspaper, and then it's like they're pointing out like one of the women was like, see, look, we got sports on here for the man so he can read while he's doing whatever, and then look, like we have other manly things on here, and the other lady will go like, yeah, like a dog, and she goes, yeah, like a dog, like, and you're like, what the fuck are you guys playing? Like, it's funny because someone on the comment on one of the TikToks was like, this is why millennial gray is a thing now.
Yeah.
Because the 90s, like, whoa. Like, some places here, like some houses here, or even some restaurants or buildings, you're just like,
right.
90s, bitch.
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory never left the 90s, though, to be real.
No. And honestly, I respect them for that.
I do. I'll show you some of the TikToks after this, but they're just
Can't
kooky.
wait.
They're just like kooky. Like, they're like, I don't use that word ever, but that's how you know it's fucking weird, dog. We don't talk about Adele enough.
We don't. Well, we do.
Oh my God, I can't. Like, I remembered that song. Bash was playing it the other day, and I went, wait, Oh My God by Adele fucks. Like, I need to put this on right now.
My thought on Adele is she's properly rated. I think she is hyped so much.
I don't know.
I think she's perfectly hyped.
Let's think about it, though. That it's not, I'm saying nasty in a positive way here. That nasty stage exit she had in Vegas kind of ate, though, bestie.
I don't know.
Only a visionary can do something like that.
Oh, wait, with the rain?
With that song, too. And the way that all the flower petals hit and she's just fucking gone.
I know, that's kind of crazy.
Also, like, I don't think I know many other singers that could out-sing her in the world today.
No.
That don't do Broadway. Like, Broadway's a different game. Like, pop music is different. I don't know anyone that could go, maybe Janet Jackson. Maybe, but, like, I'm just talking, like, strength. Like, Adele has some fucking, like,
she's
pipes,
got
dog. That's why her songs are mostly for her.
But I just think she's so mainstream, which is okay.
Yeah.
And for that, I say she's properly rated.
Yeah. I guess I just wish she made more music more often.
I agree with that, 100%.
I think the last album she did was like, it was 30, and that was 3 years ago.
Yeah. I know Diva's got her kiddos. She's got to do her thing.
Living life.
I would like a new album.
Yeah, more singing Adele.
Yeah.
Come back.
I do like 19, though. That's such a good fucking album.
Yeah, wait, let me double check what, because Oh My God is from the newest album. Continue on my Xbox speaker. No. I'm not doing chores right now. No, don't play the song. Copyright. Don't play the song. Yeah, it's called 30, and that came out in 2021, so 4 years ago. Go easy on me, babe. Love. Okay, I followed this trend on TikTok. I don't know if you did. What?
I'm just forgetting this track list. Okay, maybe we do sleep on Adele.
That's what I'm saying,
She's
dog.
got some sleepers.
She's
got some sleepers.
She does.
Okay.
Fire to the Rain.
Okay.
I set fire.
That's popular.
To the rain.
What
your boys touch your face. I love how probably 30% of our podcast is us singing a song in that voice and that tone.
Also, I'm just having like rethoughts. I'm like, why was my first thing that she's properly rated? I think I'm just still bitter that like I got an access code for her concert and then I went to go buy tickets and nosebleeds were $500. Nosebleeds.
Her and Beyonce, I would pay that kind of money for, I think.
I don't know.
To be in the same presence of her singing like that.
$500. That's half your rent. That's half a low amount of rent.
Yeah. I think it would be worth it, though. Like, she doesn't tour that often, so that would probably be the only reason why I'd be okay. Like, when Beyonce started touring and I found out how cheap tickets were, and I regret not going to the Seattle concert. I also regret Maddie and I could have gotten Dua Lipa concert tickets for like $40 in Chicago, and we didn't do it.
That I do regret.
Because Future Nostalgia would have been a cool show.
Oh my God,
Future Nostalgia.
So good. That's a good album.
Really? We
That's
sleep.
a slept on album.
Yeah, we sleep on Dua Lipa. I heard No Noise for her new album, which I really liked, but it's okay.
It was okay.
I liked it.
I like Future Nostalgia better.
Houdini though. The music video for Houdini is kind of my favorite. Yeah.
Hey.
I started doing this trend on my phone for propaganda I'm not falling for.
Okay.
You ready?
Love this.
Propaganda, Tonio, as of the year 2025 or May 2025, am not falling for. Erewhon is worth the price point.
Yeah.
Not falling for it, babe.
One.
You'll never let me fall for it. Even if you took me to one as like a kitschy thing, I will not be buying anything unless you want to buy it for me because I'm not giving my money to that shit. The more money you give to them, the more they think they can get away with it. Hell no.
Cut that shit off.
I might hit somebody in this room with this next one, so I'm sorry in advance to our producer, Mac, that I need an Awala water bottle. They're really cute, but I just can't justify another water bottle. Wait, speak on it.
You don't need one.
Period. Thank you, bestie. You freed me from those shackles. I was really scared I was going to offend you. They're cute, though. I'll give them that.
Cute.
I love their color palette.
They're so pastel-y.
That Harry Styles is queer-coded. Not falling for that propaganda, unfortunately.
Boo, he's actually wrong with that one.
No.
Boo, you're
Until
wrong.
I see Harry Styles kissing and making out with another man that he loves and calls his husband and or boyfriend,
Well,
I'm not doing it.
Have you heard of Louis Tomlinson?
all right, that's crazy.
In a fictional setting doesn't count.
I was gonna say, wait, I could pull up My Policeman, the
Oh,
movie where
bitch.
he was
Oh,
a man.
I could. Do you know when some guys kiss other guys though, and you can tell they're not really into
boys
it?
kissing boys.
But I could tell his heart wasn't in it.
Wait, I disagree. Wait, hold on.
He just wasn't kissing him hard enough for me. He didn't look like he wanted it.
What? Wait, no, wait. I'm gonna pull up the GIF. Come on.
The only time Maddie will get loud over a man is when they're being gay.
Yeah, I love gay people.
Yeah, but it just looked like he was hesitating.
Come on, pull it up.
It's because they know.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me get Twitter. Twitter never fails.
Well,
Thank you,
well then,
fanfiction Twitter.
My next one is
Yeah, keep going.
that I need to give a fuck about the royal family. I don't think I need to give a fuck about the royal family after what they did to Princess D. Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Right.
I'll never forget when Maddie and I were like, we're gonna watch what was it called? Spencer. We're gonna watch Spencer. And we watched Spencer and we were like, wait, why was this low-key a horror movie?
Yeah,
Why
no,
was this low-key a
literally.
body horror movie? Putting the fear of getting pregnant, putting the fear of
Yep.
like everything in me, and only to know how it ends, fucked up.
Whatever.
I'll still never forget that very intentional shot in the kitchen of like, don't make noise while you're in here while the world. I was like, are these bitches aliens or monsters? What the fuck do you mean don't make noise in here? Like,
The fact that it was like shot on such wide angles and like lenses, like, oh, that really got me into the uneasiness of it all.
I've never hated a family more in my entire life. I don't think.
No.
And sure, maybe Spencer's a hit piece. But yeah, I think if we still have kings and queens in the year 2025, then maybe like we haven't learned a lesson, a very important one, I think.
Yeah. 100% agree.
Terrifier is a good horror movie. You'll never hear that come out of my mouth. Unfortunately, I get having a strong female character. Love, hate that it comes at the cost of just bad writing. And also, the people who make the Terrifier movies have proven to be shitty people by saying horror movies have never been political. And he's like, I'm never going to have my horror movies have a political message. I'm like, yeah, you don't need to, but the fact that you're like doubling down on this is just weird.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for giving us surface level movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes movies are just for entertainment and that's fine, but like I'm not gonna sit front row, unfortunately.
No, period.
This next one just says Benson Boone.
Yeah. Yes!
I can't stand that guy. I can't stand him.
Big-ass Mormon
Tell me why you don't like
flippin'
him.
boy. Well, I thought I might give him a chance, and then I heard, "Moonbeam ice cream slipping off your blue jeans." Bro, what the actual fuck were those lyrics? That's just lazy songwriting.
Whenever I see him, I think, whoa, whoa. Fergie doing the front flips in the morning on Good Morning America. Whoa. Love that diva for doing that.
No, for real. She was committed to the bit, and I respect that.
But I just don't get it. I just
I-
don't get him. I don't.
It's just he isn't being authentic. He's not himself. He's playing up to this like I want to be Freddie Mercury. I want to be Harry Styles. I want to be this, like, Elton John, like, and it's just not you, I don't think.
No. And you sent me that video, too, that I thought described it really well about the type of music that he makes.
Yeah.
And I totally agree. The voice songs.
The video was basically saying, like, there's a type of singer right now, like the Benson Boone, the Teddy Swims, where they just sound like they were ripped straight from a singing show.
This is the voice. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's not for me. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel authentic. I don't know.
It's weird.
Not for me, Booner.
You don't need to say.
That's
no.
Booners.
Cool. I'm glad I could be known as a fucking booner. I would rather, like, God, I just can't. Like, and isn't that the guy that's dating Selena Gomez? No.
No, that's Benny Blanco.
They're both ugly. They both kind of look the same to me. I killed our producer with that one. Sorry, Matt.
That's actually so real.
Yeah, they all suck. That person that uploaded the picture with Selena Gomez for her birthday, but there's lines of Coke on the table in the background. Love those divas. Charlie XCX's Impact.
Yeah, real. What else you got?
The last one I have on here is that beer is worth drinking. There's not a good one, unfortunately. All beer kind of just sucks. And if we're talking, like, if you want to get into the nitty gritty specifics of, like, Guinness or whatever, that's, you know what I mean by beer isn't worth drinking. I'm talking about your Natty Lights. I'm talking about your fucking Bud Light.
You're talking about your
college,
standard U.S. domestic
can't.
beer.
Hell no.
No. Miller, Bud.
Nope.
Coors.
No.
Yeah, I
okay.
agree. I agree with that.
There was something I wanted to say too, not to jump off this topic too quick, but I think that statement that we don't need to explain that. Beer's fucking nasty, and if you drink it on a regular basis, how's that tum-tum looking, bud? I just mean, like, hey, like, the dudes who are chugging Bud Lights and shit like that, every time I'm like, how far along? The beer gut gets crazy. It does. It really, really does. No, I am. There was something I wanted to say when we were talking about Benson Boone and all that, but I can't even remember what it is now. It was something about music too.
Shit.
Fuck, man. Oh, it's because when we were talking about Benson Boone, for some reason, I was thinking about that one band talking about your mind is a dream of going. Yeah, Greta Van Fleet, though. They're good. I don't know why those two in my brain are coming together, but they are. And then Propaganda I Will Fall For. The Witch's Road.
Yeah, actually, I'll go down the Witch's Road with you. Catherine Hahn, I'll go down the Witch's Road.
Straight up.
Let's go.
That plot twist will forever be one of the craziest fucking things I've ever witnessed. And the fact that they then played the song throughout that entire montage. Come on now.
She said, I'm getting your
I'm
asses.
getting you. You craft bitches, I'm getting you. You housewives from the 60s, gotcha. But that's just, lesbians doing what they gotta do.
And I respect her for it.
Yeah, and the other thing I love, Agatha Harkness canonically does not have a husband. Agatha Harkness only canonically has Rio Vidal. So...
Miss Death herself.
And Aubrey Plaza is where again? The scene of the crime. Making out so hard with Catherine Hahn that they had to turn down their headphones on set.
Hey, that's crazy.
That tension was building since Parks and Rec.
No, for real. We haven't been introduced to Catherine Hahn's character yet.
Fuck. Sorry. Spoiler alert.
I know
Spoiler
she's
alert.
in it.
Yeah,
No, I know she's
it's
in
so
it.
good. Another quick thing I want to talk about, and then I'll throw it back to you and we'll see. But over this last week, there was a really important meeting that happened where sometimes in your life you have to revisit culturally impactful moments. And it's better to do those things with people than it is to do them alone.
Yeah.
And so our producer Mac and I got together a couple nights ago and we
this.
revisited arguably one of the most impactful DCOM movies that could ever come out. We revisited Lemonade Mouth.
That's an iconic film.
Weed Babies. I was not ready. And I keep bringing this up, but it's literally because it's so fucking impressive to me. That movie is an hour and 50 minutes. No breaks. No, we got commercial breaks, but like no fucking breaks. Zero. How the fuck did I sit down for an hour and 15 minutes and watch the whole thing? It's way worse than I remember it being. But I had a really great time watching it with Mac. There were just some moments where I was like, ooh, what was the mudslide
Max
tycoon? What was it?
Mudslide Crush.
Mudslide Crush.
Yeah. Here, wait.
Such
Mike's a producer, Mac, because she watched it.
Such a fucking crazy name, first of all, for a band that so desperately is just trying to be called something more boyish than Lemonade Mouth. Mudslide Crush.
Mudslide Crush kind of slapped though.
Some of their songs
They
did.
kind of hit.
The song that they did during like the final performance that they did was way better than the one that they sang in the garage, where they like talked about.
Yeah.
I don't even
agreed.
remember what they talked about. One of them was wearing a nasty ass fedora that as soon as he put it on, Mac and I went, "You got to take it off." That sucks. And it definitely shows the time. If I can get it, insert the picture of Maddie in said fedora right here. I know you fucking had one.
Have you guys ever unironically worn a fedora?
No.
I have too, Maddie. It's okay.
No, but like, Maddie, what do you remember about Lemonade Mouth?
I literally was just gonna say the only scene I genuinely remember from Lemonade Mouth is when her cat dies.
Yeah. It was traumatic for
And it
sure.
was like really fucking sad. And what I remember is Bridget Mendler acted the boots, the house, everything down there.
Yeah, so a lot of the actors really pulled their weight. For some reason, the audio in the movie is so quiet.
Also, Haley Kiyoko's in that.
Yes.
Lesbian icon.
Playing a rebel.
Stella.
Literally wore. How did you remember that? Yeah, that's her name. Stella. Literally. Stella!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the same page now. Holy shit. She literally got in trouble for wearing a Question the Authority shirt, which I think is fucking hilarious and very like, you see a Question the Authority shirt in like a Disney Channel movie and like that's like, whoa. Like that's like very like risque.
Yeah.
Most of the songs suck. Like,
Wait. I actually don't remember a lot of the songs.
Terminate. Everyone knows Determinate. That's the best. It's the whole reason Mac and I went to go and watch this, because there was this TikTok I sent to our TikTok group that was this guy who'd never seen the movie reacting to Determinate. And he was like, wait, this is fucking good. I'm like, yeah, because Determinate is good.
It is.
You could tell they put their budget into like that song and one other song, and the rest of them don't get paid shit. Corny ass dialogue, like
Yeah,
really
I do remember that.
kind of really hard to just make it through some of the moments. You could tell that they wanted the pizzeria setting to be a bar, but because they're teenagers, they didn't make it a bar.
Yeah.
And they have like a bar fight, but it's a food fight where most of the items being thrown are just waves of red Solo cups, which is fucking hilarious.
That's insane, actually.
The way they get to Madison Square Garden.
Wait, I don't remember that movie. Hey, wait, I don't actually remember
At the
that
end of the
movie.
movie, they make it to Madison Square Garden. They get to perform in the Madison Square Garden with some of the worst background visuals I have ever seen for anything in my entire life. Their set dressing for their final performance was also so bad once I found out that there were playground slides on their stage.
I'm sick.
They added Naomi Scott's boyfriend to the band when everything was said and done. And I'm like, that's fucking lame.
The drummer, right?
No. Naomi Scott.
Oh, yeah.
He's a part of Mudslide Crush. But then he's like, dude, being hateful towards Lemonade Mouth isn't cool. I'm going to join their band. Naomi Scott also went on to star in Smile 2. and she
No
fucking
way.
acted Boots' house down. Like, one of the strongest horror movie performances of the 2020s, in my opinion, so far.
Okay,
And the fact that she started at, I saw her in Lemonade Mouth, and then seeing her in this role is so good. She acts her, what? Stop fucking smiling at me! So good. Like, Diva eats down. She also turned into a pop star for her character Sky Riley in Scream 2.
Wait,
Her songs are really good. The ginger guy, kind of annoying, kind of cringe, kind of your cringe, like, I'm a nice guy, like, give me a chance. There's a weird B-plot storyline where his dad is dating a 28-year-old girl.
Wait, yes, I remember that.
That was weird.
Hey,
That was really weird. That was just a weird, like, storyline to have a kid go through. Like, they were really trying to nail a specific audience with that, and I just don't think there's that many kids that have that experience. I want to try... What were you going to say?
I was just gonna say.
Some little boy out there feels very seen.
Yeah, it was the producer. The producer was like, let me work my trauma in. I want to try Mel's Lemonade, but it's not a real thing.
I feel like the closest thing we could get to it is the Joe's Lemonade.
Yeah.
Like Joe's iced tea.
I would say- I would
That's just gas.
They don't have that out here.
I saw it at Elephants the other day.
Really?
Yes!
That's
It's
crazy.
like $7 a pop.
I was
so
gonna
I'm
say-
kill myself, but that's alright.
I agree. I think that if it did taste anything like something, it would taste like that.
Yeah.
The first time I had it was in Chicago with you.
Good.
What else happened in the movie that was just crazy? The budget that they had for these, the budget they somehow had for the show in the high school auditorium was better than the budget that they had for Madison Square Garden. There was a line that happened. Sorry, I kind of faded out there for a second because I was trying to remember. There was a line for a second there that Mac and I busted our asses to laughing at because it genuinely, in the context of the scene, made no sense. It was the long-haired drummer guy, and he goes, "Believe in yourself? That's a stupid song name." And, like, walks away from Naomi Scott because he gets rejected by her when he tries asking her out. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in a long time. Like, stereotypically, those scenes exist, and they're at least a little bit better dressed, like in High School Musical and Cheetah Girls and stuff like that. The dialogue feels cheesy, but not
Yeah.
so cheesy. That was just, like, really fucking cheesy.
Corny.
Corny. Needless to say, the next one on our watch list, I think, is going to be a Teen Beach Movie.
Let's run it back. Let's go. That's a banger, banger, banger.
Oh, I can't stop singing. Make it stop. Make it stop. Am I real or just a prop? Okay. I know that has your
fucking musical.
I know that
hits.
has your boy in it too.
My boy. Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, it's just, man. I remember learning the choreography for Cruising for a Bruisin'.
you better
I
run,
hate
run,
that shit.
run.
There's a video somewhere of me doing that.
Chat. Weed Babies. We gotta find it.
God.
Weed Babies. Roll out. Go find that footage and bring it back to me, please. My Instagram DMs and Twitter DMs are open. Final closing thought. I reopened my Twitter DMs and I'm getting fucking nonstop messages from bots. It's crazy.
Didn't it go down for a hot minute?
Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, I did get, speaking of DMs, and then I'll toss it to you for real last thoughts.
Okay.
I got a Twitter DM and tell me what you think.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Tell me if you think it's real or not. From Oz Perkins, with following 0 people and 0 followers, reaches out and says, "Hello, how are you? I know you're surprised I messaged you, but I just had to do it. Have been having several reports about fake accounts impersonating me. I'll never ask for money or anything online. Please tell me if you've been contacted by anyone pretending to be me. Thank you. Cheers." Champagne glass clinking emoji. Do you think that is the real Oz Perkins?
100% no doubt in my mind.
Straight up.
That's
It's
the
cool
real
that he's on
Perkins.
TikTok. He strikes me as the type to not even fucking be on TikTok because he hates
100%.
it. But
He gives me like no social media vibes, but like if it says it's him, it has to be him.
and I'm glad he specifically made it to reach out with me in mind.
No, exactly. He said, "I know you saw my movies. Thank you."
Straight up. And he was like, you know what? I've seen your little gay pod. I've seen what you're doing. I like it. Thanks, Oz.
Thanks, Oz. Oz.
Oz.
We go way back. We saw the monkey.
Yeah, shout out Oscar Perkins. Shout out when you gave me an anxiety attack during long legs.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking with a rando the other day, and we were talking about long legs, and he was like, I don't remember what he said, but we were talking about it, and he was like, dude, that scene where he drops down into frame in the beginning, and then it cuts to the title card, so good. But final thoughts from you? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to get off your chest?
Okay. You have a good night if you have streamed Leave Me Alone by Renee Rapp today. You get a good night tonight if you... This is actually kind of crazy that you had it in yours. I have something similar. Anyone who has an Owala water bottle, you get a good night.
Love.
Anyone who's mowed the grass in the past week, you did some great work. Get a good night's sleep. Good night, hard edition. If you speak Swedish, have a good night. Anyone who owns a movie poster, good night.
What up?
And people who have made friendship bracelets.
Oh. Who made that for you?
My mom.
That's
Shout
so
out
cute.
Lynn.
Shout out. Wait, what does it say?
It says Kiwi. She said she had extra beads, and she's like, I remembered it was a Harry Styles song, and I said, oh.
That's so cute.
Also, happy belated birthday, Mom. And
Happy belated birthday.
Early birthday, Dad.
Happy early birthday, Dave. Oh my God.
Love you guys.
Also, I guess we can get them out of the way now, right? Well, yours is still a ways away. But happy birthday to our producer, Mac.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy
Mac.
birthday, Mac. Also, speaking of Renee Rapp, your top is kind of giving Renee Rapp.
Leave me alone, bitch. I wanna have fun.
Those dumb little glasses that she wears all the time. Not dumb. I love them, but
Like, what are they there for? It's just like kind of like
Vibes.
when you're like half closing the shades.
Yep.
And they're just kind of like, oh, you can let a little in, not a lot.
Renee Rapp in business casual attire is really hot. Okay, bye. Do do do.